Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. I'm trying to help somebody on this. This is really part two, but I'm going to just call it part one because I'm going to show you how to make this thicker. This thing is 24 inches big. He doesn't want to make it quite that big. So I'm going to show you what's going to happen when he makes it smaller. That's 0.10, 1/10 of an inch. If we make it with our ratio lock right here, if we make it 14 inches, it makes this line a lot thinner. And this gentleman, even though he has a water jet, which I'm really jealous of, see now that line is only 0.06 long or wide. That might even be thin for a plasma cutter or for a water jet. I know it'd be too thin for my plasma cutter. So what you need to do, change your nudge factor to like 15 inches. And this is all grouped together, okay? So we need to fill in all the interior parts with black or any color. And I would kind of zoom in here, and this is the best way to do it instead of nudging, because you'll be able to see that you're getting them all. And if you get the whole thing black, like right here, you don't want to do that. You want to do just the interior part. The other one are going to leak into there. That's going to be the metal. What I'm filling in is what's going to be non-metal. He's cutting this maybe out of aluminum. But you need to get all the interior parts. And, you know, some of them are kind of hard to figure out. Well, that's an interior part. That's an interior part, interior part, interior part. See, this is a exterior. Well, that's an interior. Interior. As long as it doesn't, you know, this is going to be exterior. And really, I probably should have gone through and gone in and filled up most of these anyway. And also when you're doing this, you can kind of see ones that you might want to smooth out a little bit. And I should have already done this. I'm sorry. So you wouldn't have to watch me do this. But you want to make sure you get them all. And that's why I zoom in and out, because see, I thought I was coloring in another petal, and I was actually. So as long as you keep filling it in, it doesn't fill out a terrible lot of them, and it leaves spaces between the item. We're almost done. Now you need to do like the two parts of the A, the little parts of the letters. And I would not contour the inside too much, because you're going to lose those little bitty dots. Okay, I think we got it all. I'm going to do these last two parts. Okay, now I've set my nudge factor on 15 inches. I'm going to move it. I'm going to nudge this out of the way. So here's all our interior parts. I'm going to make them red, and he draws it in 2 millimeters. I would change that right now to a hairline and keep it on a hairline. Now, what you have to do is group them together. If you don't group them together, the contour won't work. So now I'm going to go to Effects and Contour. I'm going to contour to the inside 0.01. And see, it's going to contour in black. So it made it that much thinner. You can maybe go a little bit more. I don't think we're going to have to. Now, you've got it selected. So go up to Object and break the contour part. Then just grab, and we want to keep the black one. So that's the one we want. I'm going to nudge this up. This is the old contour. This is the new contour. And I'm going to make it red. Now, to do the outside, you don't want to do anything but the outside. So take a rectangle, Smartfill that in, nudge it over, and then Smartfill that in and nudge it. And then left click, right click, in red. Now we're going to go contour to the outside. Let's try 0.03. And then we're going to go to Object and break the contour part, So we want the black one. We want this one right here. We're going to move it down, turn it red, and look what we've done to the size. Well, actually, see, he draws in 2 millimeters. Make it a lot better. So to change that, you just hit F12 and change it to hairline, say okay, and then with nothing selected. So now let's measure right here and see our distance. And we haven't lost too much in that part. See, we're back to where we were. We went 3 and 1, which is 4, and we were at 6, and now we're at 10. 1/10 of an inch is still pretty little, but with a water jet, which I'm totally jealous of, like you might want to check like that line right there, because we contoured it. Now what you're going to have to do this is click on it, go up to object, and ungroup it. And that way when you click on, well, if you still can't click on it, grab it again with the pick tool, because you might be grabbing the outside. Go up to object, group it, and let's ungroup all, play it safe. See, we've kind of messed that up by contouring, so you're gonna have to look. It would still probably work, but I would just take some of these nodes away and then move these lines a little further apart. And, I know nothing about water jetting. I've seen it work. I love it. I'm jealous. They're not, there are lasers that'll cut metal, but most people couldn't afford them. And then you're going to need to get rid of some of these nodes. So if you have them like that, select them all, go right up here and just type in like 5. And see, it got rid of some of those nodes. You might have added nodes when we did this. The file I sent you was pretty much node free. But you might want to check around to make sure. Like that one right there is pretty little, but it's going to look cool. I would, some of these aren't perfect shape. So I'd actually would have done. Okay, here again, we need to click on it and go and group it. And I said, break the curve apart. If it doesn't ever ungroup, you need to do that. And I still can't grab it. If you can't ever grab, there it is. I don't know why I can't grab it with the shape tool. That is weird. That one needs to be fixed. Well, it didn't have to be. I don't know why that is doing that. Let's see what it'll. There's nothing there grouped. So why would it need to be ungrouped? There we go. I don't know why that was, but I would get rid of one of these nodes, just make it a little bit smoother. Go around and you could use your smoothing tool instead if you have X8 or above. And of course, you want it really, really little, like 0.1 of an inch. I don't know why that's in part of a group. But your smoothing tool will smooth that out. And just, a plasma cutter needs more rounded corner, and maybe the water jet doesn't. But I just kind of go around and look at all the nodes, and now you could check the whole thing, hit it with the shape tool, and just kind of look at nodes and see. That's why I was having trouble grabbing that while ago, because we have not done one step, and that is to take the Smartfill tool and make this all one piece. And now when you do this, you left click, right click, and you can look at all the nodes and see all the nodes. Let's do this. Let's make a copy of it, move it down. Let's take this one, take the shape tool, select them all, and let's just reduce them like 2%. And I'd be willing to bet you can't tell the difference. And there's still a lot of nodes. I do not know about nodes in a plasma cutter. Let's see how many we did get rid of. There's 1,100 nodes, 1099. Okay, we did. We got rid of 900 nodes by putting in 2%. So you could actually probably even go more, because I don't think it's going to mess with our drawing. But you have to go to your shape tool and select it all. See, now they're all highlighted. Let's do another 2%. And it doesn't really look like it did anything. Let's do 5. I used to do 20. And I can't see the difference. So the less nodes you have, the better. Look at that, now we're below 1,000. Anyway, that's the way to get your cutting thicker and change your deal to a hairline, before you do anything. Now, one more check before I send him off. See, there's no double lines. Anyway, hope that helped. Thank you for watching.